Hello and welcome from the St Jakob Park, the home of FC Basel. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This is a tricky one, but you know, I'm going to go for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain because he can be, I think, a key element. He's essentially a very attacking player who wants to be at the sharper end of things, but he has the maturity to play in midfield too and knock it about. A combination his manager must be very grateful for.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Benyat. Juris. Well, that's a foul. Free kick here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. It's Muniain! Gomez. And it's Alexandro. Played in early. Lukaku is flagged offside.
Touch and go, aren't they supposed to get the benefit?
Gets it upfield. Spoon forward. Great strike! But the keeper's equal to it. It's the goalkeepers to claim. Danilo. Gomez. Forward it goes. Gomez. Lukaku. Mikel San Jose did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Lukaku. Benyat battles to win it back. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. And it's Danilo. Oxlade-Chamberlain pumps it into the area. Goal! Oh, the cross was inch perfect and the header unerring.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Still a fragile lead though, they can't afford to sit on this.
Pumps it upfield. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
And he gobbles up the chance! Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Who's going to make this theirs? Alexandro does well there, alert. Tries a through ball. Oxlade-Chamberlain goes for the cross. He's there to get rid. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Lukaku. DeMarcos tries to get it forward quickly. So they got the only goal to give them a 1-0 lead. Now it's Lukaku, played out to the right. Meets it first time! Oh, great low ball in.
Oh, how has that not ended up in the back of the net? It was a cracking ball in, the way he drilled it across and kept it down too.
Oh, he really wanted that.
I would agree. It's tremendous play. He's full of belief and imagination and hard to contain.
DeMarcos. Now it's Adjuris. And back out it comes. Aimed long and direct. Titi. Oh, that's a waste. It's Adjuris. Adjuris. And we hit half-time.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with their first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Yeah, maybe the free kick could have been executed a little better, but they've got to be wary of conceding fouls from similar positions now, or it's a recipe for more trouble. They could pay the price.
And he's made sure that that won't get through. Back to the keeper and go again. DeMarcos drives it towards the front, and he has been fouled there. Titi. Hoot. Now the pass. Great leap! Back of the net! Two to the good! They have breathing space! A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other. This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frighten the people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Benyat. Raul Garcia spreads it wide. Susaeta. Who's going to make this theirs? He's gone for it! He's got away with one there. Out wide to the right. There's some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Spoon forward. Well, they are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, that's true.
And is that how you're seeing it?
Yeah, I think they've decided to concentrate on working the flanks to help the production line. It's where the room is.
Crosses one in. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Benyat. DeMarcos. Susaeta. Benyat. Now it's Adjuris. Raul Garcia. Lukaku. Passes it through. In with a header! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, that could so easily have been game over. There would have been no way back from 3 behind.
It so nearly came off for him.
It's tremendous play on his part, Peter, and he's proving to be a right handful throughout the game.
Benyat floats one over. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Danilo. Lukaku. In he flies! They are rampant! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
He had a choice of trying to volley that or get his head to it, and I'm pleased to say he took the right option. That's a great goal.
Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Mikel Rico. DeMarcos plays it into the channel. Hit into the middle. Firmly met. Benyat! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, at least they've given themselves some hope with a shot from distance, but the keeper will welcome those all day. That's not going to trouble him.
He's away! Danilo. And it's Quaresma. Lofted into the middle.
That was just asking too much of his teammates by playing it in so early.
Quaresma pumps it upfield. No way through there. DeMarcos tries to get it forward quickly. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Adjuris goes steaming forward. 4 extra minutes added on. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Aimed long and direct. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. And that will be the final act. A demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. Your reflections then, Jim? The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
This is a tricky one, but you know, I'm going to go for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain because he can be, I think, a key element. He's essentially a very attacking player who wants to be at the sharper end of things, but he has the maturity to play in midfield too and knock it about. A combination his manager must be very grateful for.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. He's had a shot! He's delivered all right!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
Much to
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from support all around the stadium.
Played into the middle. And that should be the keeper's. Crondelli. Gone back to the keeper. Pareja. Aimed long and direct. Crondelli gets it back. Carrizo cuts it out. Crondelli boots it upfield. He scored inside the first 10 minutes to give them a 1-0 lead. Tries a through ball. Oxlade-Chamberlain hit into the middle. He comes flying in. Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Keeper has shown great concentration there. I think his anticipation pretty much did the trick for him.
Oh, he really wanted that.
He's been a joy to watch, and that didn't miss by much. He'll be back.
Oh, it's hit the post. Spoon forward. Crondelli tries a long pass towards the front. Decent looking ball. Kovacic gets it back. He wasn't. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Umtiti, and it's Ginter. Oxlade-Chamberlain, aimed in towards the centre, and that's out of reach. Hulk with the ball through. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. He scores! And with that goal comes comfort.
Devastating. I mean, that's the only word you can use to describe that. That kind of breaking power is absolutely devastating. That was fantastic to watch. That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. And it's Jovetic. Isco. Hulk knocks it towards the front. And that's put paid to a promising move. Vitolo. No surprise at all that this is the guy who... He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Now the pass. Now it's Jovetic. Oxlade-Chamberlain does well there, alert. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Krondelli. Vitolo, Kovacic battles to win it back. That's a throw. Up for a header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off for him.
Ashley Young, out to the flank. He's there to get rid. Chip through. That intervention. And it's Lukaku. Ashley Young. Out to the left it goes. Passes it through. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. And Zonzi. And the referee brings the first half to a close. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
It's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals and 2 between them at half-time. Zonzi looks to dink one in. That's great strength on the ball. He's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Ginter. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Looks like a good ball through. And through to the goalkeeper. Ashley Young tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Young. Ginter looks to slip it through. Keeps everyone guessing. Oxlade-Chamberlain with a beautifully timed run. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Forward it goes. A real chance to break. Ashley Young. Isco plays it out to the wing. Tries a through ball. The odds were right up against them, but they saved themselves with some very good defending.
Well, if ever a tackle had to be made, that was about the perfect example. They were completely caught out by the break, and they got themselves into last resort territory. What a saviour.
Good clearance now, can they make something of it? Played it again. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Lukaku.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Now it's Lukaku. Krondelli. Looks like a good ball through. Vitolo. Cross deflected behind for a corner. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Lukaku, whose goal-scoring skills have already been evident. Hulk. Now the pass. Zonzi can hoist it clear.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
Header! Knocks it away. Aimed forward. Another corner then. Looking to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Hulk passes it through. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Isco, ready to try one. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Decent clearance now, can anyone get on the end of it? Ashley Young. Ball's out on the left now. Danger averted for now. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Into the channel. Hulk gets flagged offside.
It's a pity he slightly mistimed his run. Maybe he wasn't expecting the ball to come his way as fast as it did.
Gets it upfield. Now it's Jovetic. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Vieto. That's a throw. Isco. There will be 4 extra minutes. Vieto. Tries a through ball. Jerome Boateng gets into the right position to intercept. And it's Higuain. Polk. Now the pass. Higuain! It's a loose ball. It's a long forward pass. And there goes the final whistle. A decent win via a very competent performance. Without doubt they were the better side, and the result reflects as much. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Everybody's telling me love is not as it used to be, 'cause you don't want me to. I said I want my way,
Hello and welcome to the Estadio Urbano Caldera here in the Villa Belmiro neighbourhood of Santos. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I would say the Croatian Ivan Rakitic, a passer with a creative edge who'll probe away until he can release a teammate with the right through ball. Best described as either crisp or cutting.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Looks like a good ball through. Higuain. Digne. Forward it goes. Battles to win it back. And it's Messi. Gomez. Looks to slip it through. Gets up to head it! Good challenge, he just stood firm. Sergio Busquets. Gomez. It's a brilliant interception. And out to safety. Barcelona are working the ball as only they can.
Yeah, Peter, and it's a style that requires players of high calibre technique to move the ball about quickly in tight areas.
Luis Suarez with the ball through. Isco. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Rakitic collects the ball from behind. Meets it first time! Goal! Barcelona!
Barcelona are looking strong on the break. Winning the ball in midfield is one thing, but it's their clever use of counter-attacking. That's the real highlight.
Barcelona draw first blood here.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Kovacic tries to get it forward quickly. Quaresma. Gomez. Higuain gets it, and now what? Neymar. Now it's Higuain. Rakitic charges in. Sergio Busquets. Get a throw in. And it's Neymar. Kovacic, very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest. Tries a through ball. Done very well to intervene. Digne. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Digne. Digne has been caught there, it's a foul. Digne. Rakitic. Now it's Luis Suarez. Hit long and direct. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Yeah, the communication lines were working really well, but the supply line just had a bit of a blockage.
Gone back to the keeper. Jordi Alba. Sergio Busquets. Digne. Keeps everyone guessing. Up to meet it. In it goes. A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, there's a great ebb and flow to this clash, and it's above all expectations for me.
That's clear cut, it's a free kick. Busquets. Shoots! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, with this guy and the talent he's got, you know he's probably going to try his luck from there, but that one he didn't really get right at all.
Isco. Gomez. Plays it into the channel. Goes for the cross. They've scored! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was. Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Out. Gomez with a long pass. Danger averted for now. There's the whistle for half-time. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. Back in once more. You can get that clear. Jordi Alba. Isco passes it through. Out to the left it goes. It's a good-looking cross. And that's been repelled. Higuain decides to play it back. Iniesta can hoist it clear. Jordi Alba. Sergio Busquets. Digne. Rakitic. And it's Messi. gets it back. Barcelona have just about everyone back and central.
Yeah, clearly they're trying to show strength to what the opposition have seen as a weakness.
It's a safety-first approach. Jordi Alba. Luis Suarez. Neymar. Now the pass. Iniesta pumps it into the area. Defence has got rid of that. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, you can fault the execution, but not the idea or the effort.
Looks to thread it through. Digne cuts it out. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Isco. That's not going to make it. And it's Quaresma. Sergio Busquets sticks in a foot to win it back. Played into the middle. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Digne. Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! There is the genius of Luis Suarez!
You know, we may be looking at another classic here, and I'm not going to guess what's going to happen next, but that is great togetherness and resolve.
Oh my goodness, that has ripped the rigging.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think this is a case of anything you can do, we can do too. I mean, they're matching each other like for like here.
And it's Luis Suarez. Oh, good interception. Now it's Luis Suarez. Higuain. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Luis Suarez plays it out to the wing. Now it's Luis Suarez. Corner it is then. Oxlade-Chamberlain plotting from out on the right-hand side. Some astute defending to ensure they got no further. Now it's Higuain. Nolito, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Battles to win it back. Aimed long and direct. Luis Suarez. Already with 2 goals under his belt. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Neymar gets it back. The final 5 minutes. Referee's given a throw. Kovacic. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Busquets. It's a long forward pass. Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Keeper has shown great concentration there. I think his anticipation pretty much did the trick for him.
And it's Luis Suarez. Gomez. Oxlade-Chamberlain with the ball through. They've managed to get it away. Ginter. Neymar. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Yeah, no daylight between these two sides, but I have to say neither side really did enough to find a winner. They just cancelled each other out.
No question, that's a foul. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems. Header! Size all around the ground. Horrible miss.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
That's one way to make your presence felt.
Well, he went at it with great confidence, and it's not going to stop him from trying again.
And it's Luis Suarez. Nolito. Now it's Lukaku. Lukaku spreads it wide. Oxlade-Chamberlain tries to pick out a teammate. That's gone a long way up and away. Ashley Young. Nolito. Now it's Lukaku. And Titi hurtles into the tackle. Defending was physical, no nonsense, and it had to be. Real chance! Lukaku. He defends, and they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Sergio Busquets. Gomez tries the route one option. Jordi Alba. And the through ball is intercepted. Sergio Busquets. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Jerome Boateng gets it away. Big chance! The home support won't enjoy that. We've reached the midway point in extra time.
Well, there's plenty of potential for a final twist in this tale. I think there's bound to be some late drama in the final 15 minutes of this epic.
This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. And he's there to hoof it away. Lukaku showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Jerome Boateng. Hoot. Ginter. Oxlade-Chamberlain goes long and forward. Has he picked him out? Sergio Busquets. Jordi Alba. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Titi. And it's Luis Suarez. Tries a through ball. Hits one!
Well, when the keeper lost control of that, usually a striker would react first, so that defender deserves praise.
Gomez. Can he find a finish now? Sergio Busquets ups it towards the front. Digne. Aim forward. Luis Suarez. Ashley Young gets it back. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Away from immediate danger. And that's it. Nothing to separate them. It is penalties.
What a fantastic tussle, Peter. I thought we'd get a mistake or two as players began to tire towards the end, but fear of defeat seems to just keep them going, and it's a case of who wants to step up now.
The referee has ended the second half of extra time. All square. Some weary legs out there. So who has it left in them to take a penalty? Boy, you can feel the tension. They could really do with scoring the first penalty. And he puts them one up.
Well, it's never easy to step up and take a penalty, but he slotted that home with authority.
Nolito, perhaps the man you would pick for this moment. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Off the post.
Oh, we're talking inches. Such are the fine margins.
Isco, his second man up.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
The third man in the queue. It's in, and the keeper could have done better.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Lukaku will take the third penalty.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty. Great stop, keeper's denied him.
I think the keeper's done really well to save that, and he deserves a pat on the back from his teammates.
Gomez comes up, their fourth taker. Good penalty, just steered it the other way.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
Barcelona must score here to stay in it. And there it is, the decisive kick. Well, somehow they turned it round. Every ounce of energy, emotional, physical, mental, is spent. That is some win.
Well, there's really nothing quite like the excitement of a penalty shootout, and they'll be absolutely delighted to have edged it their way.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.